That's right, I am here in the Madden mobile area.
YouTube.com.
Alright. Audio is live.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
So guys, welcome to stream.
What's up, guys? We play some Fortnite. That should be E3.
Yeah, we decided that we were gonna stream some.
The good thing is you can do GM.
YouTube.com/BossRush.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
That's
It
why
brings
I
up a
started.
random
What are you
YouTube
doing?
channel.
I'm
Boss
just
Rush
right now.
Games.
Even
Oh,
though it should
Boss.
be those are rockets. You know what? I'm gonna bump it up to superstar. I'm feeling confident tonight.
It still doesn't work.
Hey, wait, connect to me. We can play.
Okay.
Brandon,
I'm
so
on.
doesn't
I'm
work.
on online. Oh, you mean like LAN?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, does it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Alright, let me see.
Oh, beautiful. Perfection.
Will, I heard that.
Sitting in your chair. We're gonna.
Hey, can I play all the ladies are the same?
All the single ladies? We're gonna play all the single ladies? Alright. Yeah.
Alright.
I know I have.
And we are good to go.
Does anybody want anything to drink?
What is there?
15 minutes before.
I don't know. What is there to drink, Brandon? Did you get anything?
I don't
No,
know.
I didn't get anything.
Yeah, we're
I
going
told
out.
you guys.
Dude,
I wasn't gonna get anything.
Well, I brought stuff, so it's okay.
It's good. You brought 6 Dr. Peppers.
Okay? Well,
One
that's
for all
better
of
than
us.
nothing.
And then another. Alright, let's get this
Well, I
shit
can
on
bring
the road.
everybody up with Dr. Pepper now.
You know,
They're not cold though.
Camera's right
I should know
there.
pretty chill.
You're gonna do it.
Who is?
yeah,
Maliki's up there.
Oh. I'm Malik. Yeah, Malik might get here tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Malik.
Hey, Malik.
Go straight to
Hey, Billy, I
Wait,
just
is he
want to say
watching
hi.
this?
No, I don't know. I don't know who is.
Malik, I just want to say hi to you. No, I don't know you're with us today, but
Can I?
maybe next time.
Okay, here I go.
No,
Here I
I
go.
mean, like-
Do my whole
How do
spiel.
you-
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Boss Rush live at E3. We are doing EA press conference. 14 minutes away. Hello. How you guys doing back there?
I'm good. How you doing?
How you guys doing good back there? You guys doing good back there?
Dude,
How you
great.
doing? How you
How
doing,
you
David?
doing?
How you do it?
Jonathan, how you doing?
I think
Jonathan, how you doing?
I'm alright.
You're
Jonathan,
alright,
how you
you're
doing?
I'm okay. I'm getting more excited for everything that comes after today.
Exactly. What are we expecting from EA?
You know, the usual NBA.
Sports.
Yeah,
Sports.
NBA.
Sports.
NBA.
Sports.
NBA.
No, there might be NBA live.
Oh, for EA?
Again.
Destroyed Ink in 2K.
For EA, I want them to talk about 19.
What would you guys do if NBA Live looked better than 2K? Would you get it?
I would guess.
No.
so, right?
NBA Live?
I
I don't know, I'm pretty diehard.
You're pretty diehard.
I'm pretty diehard for 2K.
I've actually been considering switching to NBA Live.
Well, you bought it.
The
didn't you?
devil's on the
I did.
ledge.
Well, it was $5.
It was $5. Yeah.
So that was worth it. But and it's not a bad game. 2K
Wait.
is a better game.
NBA Live?
It's usually
Yeah.
cheaper.
But
Right?
40
$40.
Remember the
Yeah.
demo for the NBA Live, the first one, how awful the graphics
It's
were?
always on sale for $5
Oh,
nowadays.
jeez.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question. What do you guys want to see from Anthem?
Nothing. It didn't interest me.
You know what, Will?
We'll
Will's
just
just gonna
leave.
have to hear the trailer. 8
Yeah,
times.
yeah. Will will hear it
I got
21 times tonight. Okay. I will guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to see more exploration, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Just like show off the gameplay, like uncut for like 10 minutes.
Right. Like.
First.
Like what the gameplay
I just want
loop
like
is like.
exploration. I want to see somebody go from like at one point
this is
to
okay.
somewhere
This is
very
okay.
far
Because
away.
We just moved it to the
Yeah, like flying and
Yeah.
stuff
That's
like
right,
that.
we chose the team.
Going underwater,
Okay,
like in the
so,
first one, you know. Oh my
I'll
God.
leave the Lakers.
I feel like we're gonna see like 15, 20 minutes of this game here.
Or do you want to do current?
That's what excites me the most.
For right now.
Dude, we might see Kingdom Hearts tomorrow.
And then
So
just
there's like
move
a schedule.
Oh really?
So,
Yeah, and there's like
oh,
Kingdom
here.
Hearts stuff tomorrow.
Okay, here, I'm gonna.
I'm sorry,
No.
I'm getting off topic.
Hey, look, The Sims. Malik might be getting what he has always wanted.
You know, Sims 4 is a kind of a disappointing game to me.
I've actually
Why?
always
Why
wanted
is
a
it-
Sims game.
It's the lack of like the open world. In Sims 3, you could take your sim and you can go anywhere in the town, but in Sims 4, they like enclosed everything. So
Really?
you're at your house, and if you want to go to a bar, it takes you to a separate lot. You can't drive there. There's no driving or bicycling. It's just everything's a lot, and you travel from place to place like that.
I think this is the first time I've heard Will actually talk about something super seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Earlier it talked about Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true.
Fortnite made him feel.
Well, I'm surprised you're here, dude.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're
I'm
here.
surprised you're here too, actually.
Goodbye.
I'm surprised you took the time and came on out here. So Star Wars. What are we seeing today? What are we seeing today from Star Wars?
An apology for Battlefront
Okay,
2.
wait.
Probably.
I have a legit question.
Yes,
Joe.
go for
When
it.
we were on Discord the other night. Was my voice actually stuck, or were y'all just
No,
messing
no,
up?
no,
yeah.
it was
actually messed
it was
up.
actually stuck.
Because I was trying to play it back, but it was just my voice. That's why I was so
David did it last night, and Camden was laughing for the first 5 minutes, and he said, "No, can you stop that? I'm playing Fortnite."
Yeah, no, we won our first duel.
Hey, somebody say my name or Will's name, whichever one comes to your head.
Will.
Nick.
Nick.
Okay. Wait. Okay. No, you're overdone.
Two pick. No.
Nick's it.
First.
Wait, it's
Nick.
2-1.
Two pick Nick.
Nick.
Two pick Nick. Exactly. So I get first pick.
Picnic.
Oh my gosh! Why were you doing that?
Did you just purr
What
like
are
a
you
cat?
doing? Wait, I did not know you could do that.
You didn't.
Hey, we said no Goering.
Yeah, no purring. Look, you can do anything. Just
What are you
don't be a
doing?
cat
Which
on
is
stream, please.
Yeah, that's
What are you
after
doing?
stream.
Yeah, that's an after hours. So Star Wars.
I don't know how to get out.
Like actually, are we seeing a new game today?
We
I was
meant to
thinking
get a
about this
tease,
earlier.
I think.
Okay.
I don't think we'll see more than a tease. I don't know who's developing Star Wars at this point. I know Visceral, or not Visceral.
Like,
By
what do I think
Visceral.
the next game will be?
Respawn. They're doing
Respawn.
something.
Stig. Stig is over there working on a new
Did you
game.
guys see the PS4 that's coming out for E3? It's like their special
first
edition.
place,
It's like
Days of
blue and
Play.
gold.
Oh, that
Dude.
looks really nice.
And it's like $300 too.
Mm-hmm.
I think
It's-
that's a great
It's a
price.
slim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it comes with like
Oh,
a
yeah.
terabyte of storage.
It's a pretty good deal.
Criterion. I don't know what they're doing.
Criterion. What are they doing?
Either they're a support studio forever, or they've got something.
Los Angeles.
Dude, I
Rogue,
don't
Rogue
love
Leader, Rogue
Steph
Squadron.
Curry.
That'd be pretty good.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It's the kind of games they should be making.
Yeah.
Some Star Wars racing.
Alright,
type
should I go
game.
get some
You have to-
waters for people or
Go
Dr.
for it,
Pepper?
dude.
Go give me a water. Thank
No,
you.
there's two
Where's
Stephen
John?
Curry.
No.
Give me a water,
No,
David.
water. Hey, do you guys
Just
want
releasing-
anything? We have Dr. Pepper or water right now.
Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna
What a
start
Dr.
off-
Water?
What is this? What is this Sims thing going on right now?
No, you have to trade him.
I know that those two people they said
Oh,
are
God.
game changers.
Oh.
Whatever that is. That's a sim guru.
Dude, that's a sim guru.
That is a Sim
you
guru.
did something. You have to move him to the team.
We saw with our
Steph Curry,
own
and then it
eyes
made a
a
new
Sim
Steph
guru.
Curry. Will accidentally
Probably
traded
talking
Steph
about
Curry for Steph Curry, and it made another Steph Curry.
In
It
real
made
life.
two. It made two of them.
Wait, yes, two
You
Steph
said
Curry.
James
Two.
Harden for
We
the
don't know
James
what
Harden.
happened.
Now we have two James Hardens.
Okay. We're doing. Him and I are doing a draft
Just
right now.
a
We're gonna
sign
play
to
each
another
other.
team.
Are you gonna hit 400 points tonight, Nick?
I am. I'm gonna hit 400 tonight in one game. I will do it.
That is absolutely
Yeah,
bonkers.
Yes,
Are
you
we
say
seeing
yes, and
a
then
new
you just go play and
skate?
swap them out. So just swap them out with the best.
I think so, dude.
I'm just gonna swap.
A little bit. I'm feeling it a
I'm gonna
little
swap
bit.
them with-
I feel like if they have any surprise, it's gonna be that.
It's gonna be skate.
I think we know what the EA
The
original
second
is.
pick in the NBA
Yep.
draft.
Unravel
Larry
2.
Nance,
Houston Rockets select.
You're gonna bring the young
Larry
guy
Nance
back
Jr.
out.
Not actually.
Oh no! Oh no!
LeBron James.
He's gonna come back out and he's gonna be super scared. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I did this last time, but I haven't gotten over it." There's a thing called cups,
Yeah,
David.
David.
With the third pick in the NBA draft.
Uh,
Los Angeles Lakers select.
Oh, that's real funny. What if he was having a bad day?
They're all having a bad day.
Guys, what do I do?
Yeah, they're in The Sims. You get cups, David. What is this? This looks awful.
Seasons. Now in The Sims 4, there's
Giannis, onto the combo.
seasons.
Thanks, David. You're so kind.
Thanks, David. You're so kind, bro.
Thanks, David. You're so kind.
Look at this. Wait, is this
Hey,
Sims 4?
What did
Yes.
I say, dude, about
This is
that?
in- this
about
must
that
be an
Fortnite
expansion.
squad?
What?
They went with more cartoony.
This is an expansion?
So good.
Seasons?
Yep, welcome to The
Oh.
Sims 4.
They didn't have seasons in Sims 4?
They didn't even have babies in the release game.
What?
Oh no, they had babies. They didn't have toddlers in the release game.
So when
Nice, Nick,
babies
dude.
straight
You
to
are-
kids.
Dude,
Yeah. They were
Nick,
that
you
good.
you really outdone yourself that time.
Did you shake it up?
No.
Oh man, I'm covered in Dr. Pepper.
You
It
ate
only
it.
got on my clothes though, so you're good.
Seasons. Oh my
man.
god. Well, there you go, Malik.
Well,
There you go.
Well,
Hey, at least they're not gonna spend any time on
well,
that.
hey, I'm a little,
I hope
I'm
so.
a little
That's pretty good.
covered in Dr. Pepper right now.
dude, no, you just pissed
Kevin
yourself.
Durant.
Huh?
You just pissed yourself, right?
Of course I did.
What's Dr. Pepper?
Oh right, we'll probably see Garden Warfare 3.
You got Katie?
I didn't even think about that.
It was the first. This is the second one good.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play those, but
The first one was super good.
I didn't find the time.
Did either of you two play Garden Warfare? The Plants vs Zombies
I did.
third-person shooter?
I did play that.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was okay. I mean, it was a fun cartoony game. I played it with Ian a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty fun one.
Garden
I
Warfare
gotta-
3 Battle Royale.
I gotta watch the Dr. Pepper.
God of War. We're gonna see God of War.
Yeah, God of War.
God of
2.
War 2.
It's coming.
It's coming out
Yeah,
It's
now.
coming this soon. I mean, they just released
I
it.
got
Dude,
a
what if,
little,
what if Kingdom
I got a
Hearts
little
3
bit.
said coming out
Oh, you're good, dude.
now?
Gotta do what you gotta do. Our
Dude,
work is
Seriously,
play.
what if Kingdom Hearts 3 said available now?
What if Smash Brothers said available now?
I'll go download it.
I
You
would
know what I'm
download. I would
hoping
wait
for?
until November. Pretend that it was
Madden
coming out
this
in
year.
November.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Will Jesse Wellens reveal himself?
Jesse Wellens
I
revealed
really
the
hope
new
not.
Need
How
for
many?
Speed.
Need for Speed?
I kind of
Need
hope
for
that in the new
Speed.
Madden
Need
they
for
have
Speed.
an actual
Jesse
career
Wellens edition.
Jesse
mode.
Wellens.
Hey, get off the PlayStation.
Hey, is
That cat is going to die.
Dude, is that
It's not
Gameless
even a
PS4?
controller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play Fortnite. Okay.
No, don't.
Come on, David.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
kick
wanna
him
play
off, he's
Fortnite, man.
5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes.
I know.
5 minutes.
I'm allergic to.
4 minutes.
You're
Get off.
allergic to cats?
I am very allergic to cats.
Oh, he wants a hug.
Don't
Yeah.
touch that jacket.
He's looking at. Oh, he's going back to the PlayStation.
Sorry, Nick, you're not allowed to play PlayStation anymore.
That cat's gonna nibble on a wire, dude, and it just die.
Hopefully live on camera.
Live on camera.
We're gonna be watching a conference screaming about something in the background. You're just gonna see a cat
Alright,
fly up into the air.
Who do you pick with the fourth pick, Cat?
Fly, hit the
Do not give me my PS4.
hit the fan.
Hey, Braden, can you move this cat off my chair?
It's taking a nap.
It's just taking me.
He's looking. What are you looking at? This is my.
Alright, buddy boy.
Alright, buddy boy, come on.
Look, Gus, we're live on stream right now. You're ruining.
Look,
You're
guys,
ruining
we're
our
live on
lives.
stream right
Streaming
now, and I'm
live,
trying to
yeah.
play 2K.
He's not one off that chair.
Not for me, but for the fans, Gus.
I hope Madden has like an actual career mode this year.
Oh yeah.
Because the career mode last year was just straight up garbage.
No, it was just not what people expected it to be.
It's also not what they said it would be.
Wait, what?
What
was
did
it?
they say
Alex
was
Jones?
Well, they didn't
FIFA?
really release too much.
EA
about it.
play
What-
tasting.
What everybody.
Wait, is it
Play
Alex
tasting.
Yeah, Katie.
Wait, isn't that what it was
When I
called?
got
Alex
the news,
Jones?
not good.
No, Alex Hunter.
For the next
Yeah.
Alex Hunter?
Alex Jones is not.
Alex Jones. Yeah,
not a
that's
soccer player.
a very extreme man. That's who that is.
Oh, is that the YouTuber?
No,
No.
isn't
You
Alex
can go
Jones on
again,
Fox
you
News?
James
I thought it was
Harden, he's already on
Infowars.
the team.
Oh. What is that?
Oh, I
on?
was thinking of someone Alex, but
Who is this guy? Anybody know who this guy is?
who is this guy?
Oh, that's my brother.
Oh, that's Tyler?
Tyler.
He grew up real fast. dude.
Yeah.
Like he literally grew up in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Tyler?
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Tyler, whoa, Tyler.
Wait, okay. Wait, why are they demoing Garden Warfare 2?
I don't know. Maybe it's like, hey, we got this leftover booth stuff from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
when we
that's
see
so
Battle
sad.
Royale, I would buy it.
What?
Garden Warfare.
Oh,
Battle
Garden
Royale.
Warfare Battle Royale. I thought you just meant like, what if we just see Battle Royale? Like, EA
Wow.
has a game that's just called Battle Royale.
Did they haven't officially revealed the Battle
Battlefield
Royale for
The
Battlefield,
seventh
right?
pick in
Ah.
the EA draft.
I don't know if they're gonna do it at
If they
launch.
have it, yeah.
So
I
where's
don't
the
think they're
volume
gonna
on this
do
thing,
it.
dude?
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to hear all the people scream.
I want to hear them screaming about how they're
No,
finally adding seasons to The Sims 4.
Everybody should be happy about that, okay? That's no joke. Well, I mean, I guess the joke is that
Is there an all
who is that Ryan Gosling, dude?
Dude, no, it's
Yeah, dude.
Tyler too.
That's Tyler's child. Tyler already had a family.
pick?
Dylan Greer. Let's give it up for Dylan.
I know.
All right, that's enough. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Sorry.
He does look a lot like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, just with a giant nose and a giant.
Whoa!
His face is super
Hey,
fat
we said no
too.
discriminating.
It looks like a Ryan
sorry.
Gosling 2K
I'm
face.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm
you know
sorry.
what, Brandon? You set the rules and you're already breaking them.
I know. I'm sorry.
Shut it down right now.
Okay. Shutting it down.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Jonathan. You can go home.
Hey, you play.
3 Real Racing. Oh wait, isn't Real Racing that mobile game?
Yeah. Play a mobile game on a TV.
So where's the dude? Come on,
It's
we need
One
volume right now.
minutes left.
Hey, are you guys gonna come up here and watch, or are you just gonna play video games?
Yeah.
We're doing our draft and then we'll watch.
And then we'll play a video.
Because you're gonna be missing a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna do a draft then play video games.
Alrighty, 45 seconds. Here we go. Audio's coming up, ladies and gents.
I was lied to. Welcome to the Family Fun Zone, my friends. This is where you can get all your real racing action on. It may be a mobile game, but say perhaps you'd like to play a game in a race chair with a steering wheel. There are 4 stations. Look at this guy's jumping the stage. He's like, I'm ready. I'm jumping in live. No pressure, but the camera's on. There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here. We're going inside. Let's head inside and check out the show.
Here we go. Check out the show. Well, I'm sorry, you're about to listen to so much Anthem today. Whoa! Why are you doing that?
I moved this one.
What you doing? Stop that. E3 has begun. This is it. We are on our way
I'm glad Will's here.
already. Already starting with Anthem.
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem.
No
We're going
way.
to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is
glad I'm there.
huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands
you're
of
right.
gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm excited for some
Then
FIFA.
we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it.
Nice.
You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show.
Don't
So without
touch him.
further ado, let's get things started.
Battlefield 2.
So is this Anthem?
Yeah. Anthem 5.
So I thought they just released Battlefield.
This is Battlefield V.
Yeah,
It
this
stands
is
for
V, it's
Battlefield
not far.
version
It's Battlefield Victor.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works, and you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies.
Very cool.
Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war.
We wouldn't be where we are.
We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
It's Royale.
There it is. Yeah.
Whoa! It's
Battlefield 5.
Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you
EA.
what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time,
so confused.
even featuring music.
Bro, you can slap it up with a bro.
Whoa. Just got sucked out of there. This is the new Rayman.
Dude, I don't know if I like Rayman's design.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the tone they're going with for this thing.
Spider-Man for more comedic
Okay, just watch it. Yeah, actually be sick. Or Spider-Man. Captain Man. Hey, how about you show some gameplay?
That was real life, right?
It's Deadpool.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
Jesus! You know how they usually have like a, this is in-game, like in-game engine? I thought that's what they were saying with that. And I was like, wait, what?
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me um campeão. É preciso determinação e vontade para vencer. Tem mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
I'll take your word for it.
Fortnite dances into this game.
Oh, Battle Royale.
Battle Royale?
FIFA Battle Royale. Intentional red cards. You're like out there breaking people's legs.
You all take turns as a goalie if somebody scores on you. Flat.
Yeah. Your ear bit off. Really?
Yeah.
That's the UEFA Champions League.
Okay, that's
The
fine.
pinnacle of club
That's
football.
good, dude.
Where the world's best clubs compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's
He
game.
won too many donuts, dude.
And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer
That's
and
Michelle
LA's own
Williams.
Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to
Wait,
life
Hans Zimmer?
in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all of that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch.
Yeah, he was.
And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community.
Whether it was a real person.
From hands-on tests with beginners
So I guess
to
good
detailed
job.
feedback sessions in FIFA Pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19
She's
news,
like, I'm not
headlined
talking.
by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory.
There's no really different effect that you would have.
But for your country, it's this trophy, the World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the
there we
FIFA
go.
team can't wait
Finally
for the
talk.
start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to the first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
This is a world.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. Alina isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free.
For free.
Yeah.
For free if you pay for all of our services.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf
Unless you're
Ramista!
America.
If you buy FIFA on the PS4, America gets into the World Cup.
It is the big day on the biggest stage at the World Cup.
They didn't even say anything about this single player, did they?
Oh,
morning.
Wilson! EA Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing the competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future.
What's streaming?
The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premiere will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, It will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend.
Free trial of
Thank you and have a great show.
It's like play our subscription.
On free trials of all subscriptions. Yeah.
But you gotta play that free trial. The way you said it. Like play our free trial of the subscription. We don't know what that's your game, man. I just want that man. It'll never happen. I would actually cry.
I probably wouldn't cry, but I'd...
Hey, everybody. What's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn.
Oh, hey, this might
What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
How about you show us the fucking game?
Very cool.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the Dark Times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay. All right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice...
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. Does that mean it's going to just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, when will you play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
And you don't have anything to show, Vince.
Sorry to dash any hope.
Yeah.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends.
There's something weird about watching a Wookiee.
We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Yes. Okay, I think you got me, though. I think you got me.
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront.
Hold up a minute.
So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce
Yes!
the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous.
You got me.
And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
All right, don't know why he wasn't already in, but that's okay.
Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years.
I'm in.
But we're not done.
got
That's
me.
not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker. The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things.
You got me, dude.
EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, what was this game?
Building planet.
Was this was the first one any good?
Yeah. We're gonna see the actual first gameplay of the day. What's going on here?
Dude, this is super cool. The little red dude.
Yoshi's at the game.
I don't think
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark.
Dude, we teared up
But
on the front start.
when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled.
Oh, they just...
And it
That's
leads you
a
off
baby.
on an adventure.
That is a baby.
So welcome
That is a
to
baby, dude.
Unravel 2.
That's interesting.
It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together.
How much is this game on Steam?
And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure.
Slow motion.
This game, it's quite different from the
gameplay.
first.
Hey, look at that.
It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. He's a producer at Coldwood.
What's up, Michael?
And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the
so
game
close.
in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Oh no! What is this? No! No!
There we are.
Oh, what the?
So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up
Oh,
the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually try to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like fun and exciting.
My favorite is getting hunted down by wild turkeys.
And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue. A little celebratory flip there. And the bird is back.
Yeah, they sound really good.
Playing it safely now.
Oops.
I'll swing.
All right.
Bird is back.
Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
Can I swing now?
Okay, you go ahead. So here it goes.
Oh.
Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can.
This is so scary. This
Got
might
it?
as well be a horror game.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
Buster. Oh, sweet. Well done.
Well done.
Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. You can.
I'll sneak up here.
The rest of the time.
Just the turkey.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah. Look at me. There you
go. Keep him over to the left.
Just one level. You just keep going.
Now I'll go.
Yeah. And that's our game. We're not releasing it.
No.
We just wanted to play it.
Pull you up. There you go.
Somebody made a game.
This game.
This is my friend. It's really expensive to fly him out.
This game's never coming out.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah. Finally.
Now we can breathe.
Or can we?
Oh.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2.
I'm so intense.
And yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Straight from Forza Horizon 3 to Horizon 0 done.
Hey, the Xbox skimmed, like they went from like Xbox to Xbox 360, and they went down to 359.
Okay, baby making.
Yeah, that's literally.
That is a baby, dude. This is a porn game.
Dude, this is.
Yes!
Chase is.
This
Not tonight. Not tonight. Definitely not tonight. Tomorrow.
Not the sorry.
I'm sorry. What about Elder Scrolls Starfield? Is that enough?
That's more than enough.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out. So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel, to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program.
Arrival 3.
It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams.
Good little success story.
Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude.
Thank you, Patrick.
I think we've heard about this before.
I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was.
Yeah, we have seen this
afterwards, like our whole team,
This
including
looks
me,
great.
were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
I like these people. These people are fun.
Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case,
This will be a great
I
game
started
for
writing
us.
the story when I finished. You process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how like the concept seems to just float out of me like right into the hand and onto the paper. I think This is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and family see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways, so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real?
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
Oh no, that's a hole. It's a hole in the TV.
Why does this even happen?
Yeah, I'm the one.
There you go, Will.
But I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover, gather, gang. And we're balling. Be ready, because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
I hope.
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. He throws it high, and Young Kev is going to be your champion.
Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Happy face, no! Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Now what is he gonna do?
baby. How you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith.
That was a little too close to
That's
home.
pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up.
I can't clap for this.
Young Kiv. How has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow. Okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's #1. Number 2, you said you had the decision to go to graduation or go to the tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. Look
at
this! That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been? You had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out. But all those losses made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That
belt is Madden we're talking about.
On that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So, we're out.
What was that?
Your whole life to get some more
Like Devilman
to the
cried.
very top of the mountain.
Don't watch.
Battle through the pain and failure, all just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born.
Yeah, here's your horror game.
You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see. See that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all, but about all the moments that got you here.
Leash your werehog.
So, you were in their position.
Oh no.
Would you let the moment define you?
Yeah, he's hurt.
Or will you define the moment?
Josh Gordon.
Show the cover athlete.
That celebration was because they completed a pass.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live, winner-take-all, head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. Takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room, if you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Woo!
Yes. His opponent fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
48 minutes of literally Yeah, that's great. That's the highlight.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles, the competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to kick
Here we go.
off.
Kid's name is
The
Nick
players'
at Night.
bases have been deployed, and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick and Knight being able to reach it a little bit first. In the strategy game, that flank position that In Control is going from the top side. Also very important as Nick and Knight's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes EI with Rhino. He's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy is
Yep. Nick and Knight with some attack bikes on the top. There he is.
In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
He's done a great job of pulling that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help flank those flank
guys. Right, that's really
drill pod is coming in hot.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now. Both two zones in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it in the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile and fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heavy artillery forces doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those, as your economy allows you to get these big late-game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards
another drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings up the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with
this.
3 zones in control for Nick and Knight. Looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this is watch out for this missile.
And Nick and Knight's gonna fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control of Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control, coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Knight's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of In Control.
There he is. Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board.
And they're fine with it.
If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just passed halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
He's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be.
Where's it going to go? He's going to be able to get it off.
Nearly going to fire.
There it is.
gotta take it if she can pick it up.
Okay, that was
enough of this. Enough of
amazing. What a match. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's hear it for Nathanius, Make a Knight, and In Control. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
Nothing like how to change.
Assassin's Creed 4. It's Bryan Cranston.
Is that Breaking Bad? Control is power.
Command & Conquer for a new generation.
All right.
Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic Anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice. Is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly. That no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives.
This is the way that Tyler said.
And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give.
Good on EA.
And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
The entire conference is right here.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The Anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
Don't do that. That was all the games we did.
How cool was that trailer?
Great trailer.
You guys
great
have
trailer.
seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
Casey Hudson, my dude.
Kathleen Rutzart.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right? Yep. It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day. Then you took a couple years off, but before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best
Andre,
fans.
I don't know how this applies
so
to my
it's been
game,
super
but
satisfying
it's
to
not going well.
come back to it, and you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem. Is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game, and we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover. You know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on the side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, that's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime,
we've been through this.
What we're experiencing together.
Get
Everyone
out.
that's playing Anthem at
Take
a moment is
now.
seeing the same thing.
I will
And
call
this is
your
what we mean when we
parents.
talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together.
Oh, here we go.
But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single-player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters,
This is all I
experience
want.
the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes.
Dude, this is where your story
And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed
we don't want
Anthem in a
more
way
story. We
that
want
we can
actual
actually
story.
add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So, Geffen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other
This is everything
means that
I've
the world
ever
is constantly
wanted.
being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of power like a javelin to be safe.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And then really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of creation, and so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well, and because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics?
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Yay.
So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, we talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above, and then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that?
No, I know this.
All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen. And you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
This is the trailer you're gonna hear 20 times.
Freelancer, time to get to work. Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up
No
loads
Man's
of
Sky, that's
scars
the thing.
nearby.
No Man's Sky.
Take a look around the area,
No
but
Man's Sky was
be
made
careful.
by 5 people. This game is made by at least 300. If you compare this game to No Man's Sky, you are an actual moron. They're not. Not even close
Right.
to an advertising.
Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
This is not fluff, this is
Weapons!
gameplay, this
Oh,
is
under
what
the
you're
turrets.
playing.
Better move quickly.
He said, yeah, no, they showed gameplay in No Man's Sky that we don't play.
Alright, whatever.
Was this the...
Underwater missions.
There's a Shaper relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
This scale of everything. Oh, there's Storm.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence them fast.
So sick.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Oh, that looks so sick.
Yeah, they are, David.
Go back up.
Yeah.
So they just look at the camera and goes, nope, turn around and walk
How cool was that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play. You can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd.
Oh shit,
2019
Days Gone, Adios, Days
on
Gone.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets.
February.
Thank you so much again
Holy
to Casey
hell.
and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys had that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right,
Give
see
it
you
up for
there.
Casey Hudson, everybody.
Ooh, Days Gone, dude.
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18 World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
I love the Anthem.
There's not much to talk about this one.
Anthem looks fantastic.
Anthem.
I remember I showed up last year. You're like, all three,
Did they not? No, they did, but it'd be live. You know what I thought of? Yeah, they're really like that guy's name was.
It was just when he's like in front of like the field of enemies, and like he locks onto every single one of them and just shoots them
Hi
off,
guys,
like,
my
he
name is
just sends
Chew
them
Boy.
missiles.
Welcome back to the stream. Now I know the FIFA 19 was exciting.
It wasn't a story.
No, not a story.
I think it's your pick.
Dude.
I thought
This is you.
I just picked Westbrook.
Oh, you did just pick Westbrook. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you everybody for watching. There's really not much to say about EA's conference that we didn't say during it, so we will see you tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern Time, for Microsoft.
Go get some. Can I get my
No, dude.